Worldcoin is here. Just get your eyes scanned by the orb and your new World ID will be issued to you. Michael Snyder reports, have you had your eyes scanned by the orb yet? All it takes is just one trip, and once your biometric data is in the database, you will receive some free money and a new digital identity that you will be able to use all over the internet. Doesn't that sound grand? As you'll see below, hundreds of thousands of people in Europe have already signed up. Those that have created Worldcoin intend for it to be a new identity and financial network that is owned by everyone on the entire planet. The following comes directly from the official Worldcoin website. More than 3 years ago, we founded Worldcoin with the ambition of creating a new identity and financial network owned by everyone. The rollout begins today. If successful, we'll believe Worldcoin could drastically increase economic opportunity, scale a reliable solution for distinguishing humans from AI online, while preserving privacy, enable global democratic processes, and eventually show a potential path to AI-funded UBI. The initial paragraph certainly sounds wonderful, but once you start digging a bit deeper, you quickly discover the dystopian details of the scheme. Once you sign up for Worldcoin, your new World ID will be issued to you. Ultimately, the goal is for the entire internet to start using this new World ID system. Worldcoin consists of a privacy-preserving digital identity, World ID, and where laws allow, a digital currency, WLD, received simply for being human, and we hope that where the rules are less clear, such as in the US, steps will be taken so more people can benefit from both. Needless to say, just offering a World ID is not going to motivate a lot of people to embrace this new system, so the founders are also offering free money to everyone that signs up where laws allow for such a thing. Ultimately, the goal is to freely distribute tokens to all 8 billion people on the planet. The goal is simple and modest, to create a system that will allow eventually freely distribute tokens to all 8 billion people on the planet as a form of universal basic income, UBI. But because the rise of AI will make it tricky to figure out who is human and who is a digital fake, Worldcoin first needs to create a system that lets people, all people across the globe, prove that they are in fact human beings. The idea of a universal basic income certainly appeals to a lot of people out there, especially the lazy ones. But if you want your free money, you have got to visit the orb. The plan is for orb to eventually scan the eyeballs of every single person in the entire world. And here's more from the official Worldcoin website. You can now download World app, the first protocol-compatible wallet, and reserve your share. After visiting an orb, a biometric verification device, you will receive a World ID. This lets you prove you are a real and unique person online while remaining completely private. As the global distribution of orbs is ramping up, you can find the closest one and book time to be verified with World app and at worldcoin.org. Worldcoin is an attempt at a global scale alignment. The journey will be challenging and the outcome is uncertain, but finding new ways to broadly share the coming technological prosperity is a critical challenge of our time, and we hope you'll join us, they say. I don't know about you, but I never planned to visit the orb, and there is no way that I'm ever going to allow these freaks to scan my eyeballs. But it is imperative for all of us to understand that this is a very serious threat, because one of the guys heading up the project is also the CEO of a company that brought us ChatGPT. If Worldcoin was the brainchild of some random crypto bro, maybe it could be laughed away as a delusion of grandeur, but the project has real intellectual heft. It was co-founded by Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, the creator of ChatGPT, who's arguably the most central player in the development of artificial intelligence. Altman suspects that the world will change forever if or when AI becomes so advanced that it achieves AGI, or artificial general intelligence. meaning it truly surpasses the ability of humans. Sam Altman is certainly a force to be reckoned with. And now he's absolutely determined to get as many people into this new system as he possibly can. According to Zero Hedge, hundreds of thousands of people in Europe have already had their eyeballs scanned and have been issued a world ID. If reports are to be believed, the uptake in Spain, where the scheme first became available a year ago, is better than elsewhere. 150,000 participants in total, 20,000 new ones each day, and Barcelona is the place where a number of orb scanners will be installed. Portugal is not far behind with 120,000 participants, and Germany is said to also be warming up to the project ever since it started expanding 2 months ago. All in all, some 2 million biometric credentials are now operated by Worldcoin. It's quite interesting that Europeans are embracing Worldcoin so enthusiastically. Whenever some new dystopian scheme comes along, Europe always seems to be the most fertile soil. So why is that? Whether this new scheme ultimately succeeds or fails, it appears to be inevitable that the powers that be will try to force digital identification upon all of us one way or another, and whoever controls the global system of digital identification that ultimately prevails will have immense power over the entire planet. We really are living in perilous times, and things will continue to get a lot more interesting in the months and years ahead. So I hope that you're ready for what's coming, because the world is starting to change at a pace that is absolutely threatening. And this is by Michael Snyder. He says about the author, my name is Michael, and my brand new book entitled End Times is now available on Amazon. In addition to my new book, I've written 6 other books that are available on Amazon, including 7-Year Apocalypse, The Lost Prophecies of the Future of America, The Beginning of the End, and A Living Life That Really Matters, Commissions Earned. When you purchase any of these books, you help to support the work that I'm doing. And one way that you can really help is by sending copies as gifts to family and friends. Time is short, and I need help getting these warnings into the hands of as many people as possible. I have also started a brand new Substack newsletter, and I encourage you to subscribe so that you won't miss any of my articles. I've published thousands of articles on the Economic Collapse blog, End of the American Dream, and the Most Important News. And the articles that I publish on those sites are republished on dozens of other prominent websites all over the globe. I always freely and happily allow others to republish my articles on their own websites, but I also ask that they include this about the author section with each article. The material contained in this article is for general information purposes only, and readers should consult licensed professionals before making any legal, business, financial, or health decisions. I encourage you to follow me on social media, Facebook and Twitter, and any way that you can share these articles with others is definitely a great help. These are such troubled times, and people need hope. John 3:16 tells us about the hope that God has given us through Jesus Christ. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. If you have not already done so, I strongly urge you to invite Jesus Christ to be your Lord and Savior today. And this is on the Economic Collapse blog by Michael Snyder. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.